If you've ever believed that simply being a good person, honest, kind, and fair, would be enough to guarantee your success in this world, then prepare yourself for a truth that might feel uncomfortable at first. You've been sold a lie, a beautiful, comforting lie, but a lie nonetheless. Look around you with clear eyes. Notice how the kindest people you know, the ones who give without keeping score, who trust without hesitation, who always choose to do the right thing no matter the cost, are so often the same people who end up exhausted, disillusioned, and asking themselves late at night, after everything I've done, why does this keep happening to me? Society conditions us from childhood with this seductive narrative. Be good, follow the rules, put others first, and in return the universe will reward your virtue. But open your eyes to how the world actually works, and you'll see a very different story unfolding. The individuals who truly wield influence, who shape outcomes in business, politics, and even personal relationships, they operate by an entirely different playbook. They've understood something fundamental that most people never grasp. While goodness is admirable, goodness without strategy is ultimately powerless. We've been raised on fairy tales and Hollywood endings where the noble hero's kindness saves the day against all odds. But real life doesn't care about moral victories. Think critically about the patterns you've witnessed. That dedicated employee who consistently works late, takes on extra projects without complaint, always says yes. Where are they 5 years later? Still in the same position, watching less capable but more strategic colleagues get promoted around them. Or consider that friend who's always available, always forgiving, always putting others' needs first. How often do people truly reciprocate that kindness? Here's the uncomfortable reality we need to confront. Unconditional kindness in a conditional world isn't nobility. It's naivete. It's like walking onto a battlefield armed only with good intentions, while everyone else understands this is a game of strategy. Let me show you how this game truly operates, beyond the surface-level platitudes. First principle. Perception doesn't just influence reality. Perception becomes reality. People don't follow the most virtuous or the most knowledgeable. They follow those who project unshakable confidence and authority. This explains why the articulate speaker gets promoted over the quiet expert, why the charismatic leader inspires loyalty even when they're objectively wrong. Second law, information isn't just power, it's protection. Every personal detail you reveal, every insecurity you share, every future plan you disclose, these all become potential vulnerabilities. The most influential people throughout history weren't necessarily the most talkative. They were the most intentional with their words. They understood that true power lies in observation, not in constant self-disclosure. Third truth, abundance breeds contempt, while scarcity commands respect. The colleague who's always available becomes taken for granted. The friend who never sets boundaries finds their generosity increasingly expected rather than appreciated. The partner who's always waiting by the phone stops being valued. This isn't about becoming cold or calculating. It's about recognizing a fundamental truth of human nature. We only value what we might lose. The crucial distinction here is that this isn't an argument for abandoning kindness altogether. That would be missing the point entirely. This is about evolving beyond naive goodness into enlightened strength. Think of it like a warrior's philosophy. The most formidable warriors don't go looking for fights, but they train relentlessly so they're never vulnerable. They keep their sword sheathed, but never let it rust. This is the balance we must strike. Be generous, but not to the point of self-sacrifice. Be trusting, but not gullible. Be kind, but never at the expense of your own dignity. Speak when it matters, but master the power of silence. Make your presence felt, but never make yourself overly available. The world as it exists today will never reward passive goodness. It rewards those who understand these unspoken rules of engagement. So I leave you with this pivotal question. Will you continue hoping the world will suddenly become fair? Or will you develop the awareness to navigate it as it actually exists? The choice and the responsibility is entirely yours.